So here's the scenario. In the Dragon Ball universe, somebody, we don't know who, but somebody makes a wish for Goku, Vegeta, and Broly to be turned into humans. They're no longer Saiyans. They have no ki. All they have left after this wish is made is they have their knowledge from their training. They can still fight. They can still do combat hand to hand. It's almost as if real life.
Yeah, it's like like you're dealing with an actual like kung fu master.
Right. So they have their knowledge and their training of all their combats. Goku, Vegeta, and Broly have a fight between the three of them to see who's the best and who's the strongest. Who wins?
Goku.
Why?
Because he's studied freaking martial arts his entire life. I think, okay, here's my thing. I think it would be mainly between Vegeta and Goku.
I agree.
Because Broly grew up on a planet that has nothing. The only person that taught him how to fight was Paragus, his father.
Right.
Who's already a shit fighter himself. Because he dies in all the movies that they make of Broly.
Yeah, it's true.
So, I think in the end it would probably either become between Vegeta or Goku.
Yeah.
Because Goku, like I said, he grew up learning martial arts. He grew up learning how to fight his entire life. Vegeta is, one of the Saiyan elites or whatever the hell. So he has to have combat training to become an elite.
Right.
He has to be good. So I think if it were to come down to it, it'd probably, I don't know. I think.
So here's my thought. I agree 100% with the fact that Broly doesn't stand a chance when it comes to the combat, the hand-to-hand, because what makes Broly special or unique is his inner latent ability and this Super Saiyan power. That's gone.
His power, yeah.
That's gone. So now he's fought nobody a monster. He's learned to survive, and he has like the will to survive.
Do they have the training from Whis?
Yes, they have all training.
Okay,
they
so
have
then
all knowledge of that training.
I'd probably say Broly has a strong chance. Because of the fact that he's training with Whis.
He's training too.
So he's learning, and Goku's training him also.
True. But I'm going to go back and say Broly, if Goku, Vegeta, and Broly have a three-way death match, it's not a death match, but they're just fighting, and it's like a brawl, right? Because you can't do one-on-one, it's all three of them, right? So Broly in his normal form, he's not super bulky, he's scrawny, right?
Well, that depends on which Broly you're using. Are you talking about Broly from DBZ or Broly from DB Super?
Let's do DB Super.
Okay, so he's not scrawny at all on DB Super.
He's built.
He's built. He's bigger than what he was in DBZ.
Oh yeah, well, especially as a non-Saiyan.
Yeah, exactly. So if he's from DB Super, he's gonna have some bulk on him. But I mean, think about it. Goku and Vegeta both have the bulk on them.
They're
so
both too.
I think out of like the bulk, like muscle-wise, whatever the hell.
Yeah, Broly's like a body.
They're all about the same.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay, but Broly, I think it's interesting, and Broly probably gets a good couple hits, and he learns, and he's got good IQ. But the experience that Vegeta and Goku have over Broly, especially just in fighting and training, Broly's gonna get outclassed. Eventually, Broly's gonna get hit with a couple combos, moves, or whatever, and especially with the training that Vegeta and the training that Vegeta and Goku have gotten from Whis in the series. It's as if Whis is like a kung fu master, because the form and the techniques he teaches.
Think about it too. Like he also has the
Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, like the UI training, not UI training, but he knows how to fight
how to
with
let his
UI.
Body lead.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Vegeta has the
ego.
Yeah, the ego. So
which is I don't even know what that is yet, but that's like a god.
But I think if it were to come down to that, Goku and Vegeta would probably team up against Broly first.
And just get him out of the way.
Because of the fact that Broly is the biggest one.
Right.
There between the three.
And then it would be
Goku and Vegeta.
So my thing, I didn't think about it heavy because I wanted my thoughts and everything to be very candid.
Yeah.
When we have this discussion or this talking about it. And one thing I did think about was when Goku was born, or Kakarot was born, Vegeta had to have already been a teenager.
He's older than Goku.
Yeah, and so even in those years, let's say I don't know how early Saiyans start fighting. Like
since birth.
Since birth.
Well, as soon as they can start walking and talking and shit,
then they're gone.
Yeah, they start training and destroying planets.
So let's say Vegeta has a good 5 to 7 years of combat training on Goku.
Yeah.
Now, Goku, as a baby, I mean, you would know this better than I would because I haven't watched Dragon Ball in a hot minute. But Goku learned how to fight, but not knowing he was learning how to fight.
Yeah.
Right? Like through Master Roshi and his Grandpa Gohan.
First it was Grandpa Gohan.
Right, Grandpa Gohan.
And then it was King Kai, and then...
Well, so yeah, but by the time he got to King Kai, he knew that he was fighting,
yeah,
right?
He already knew.
But as a kid, he was kind of just... Master Roshi, and I'm assuming Grandpa Gohan was teaching him stuff, but it was more for like a horrible worst case scenario situation.
Yeah.
Like they weren't
training him to be like a machine to destroy everything. Right. They were training him just
for the sheer joy of training him. Right.
I'm guessing back in the day, like, because I'm sure Dragon Ball Z is based. Well, Dragon Ball Z was made in. Dragon Ball Z was made in 1982, so Dragon Ball was made before then.
Right.
So I'm guessing like around that time, you know, combat's like there's no guns, there's none of this.
Right. It's kind of a way of life, actually, and I feel like it is, especially in any of like the martial arts movies I've ever watched, especially like if you look at Ip Man, right, or IP Man. Great movie. But this is a way of life. I mean, it's not. He doesn't take his training and go hurt people. He uses it.
It's more of like a defense.
But it's very defensive, right? So
he can protect himself.
So Goku didn't really know that. So let's take those first 7 years of Vegeta's life. He was going out and slaughtering people.
We got to think about too is like when it
like,
comes.
Does that help? I guess my point is
when it comes to combat, you know, Vegeta didn't do a whole lot of combat. Like if you noticed in DBZ when it first introduces Vegeta, he's destroying a planet. But he's blowing it up, you know, like by key.
Okay, right.
He's not fighting.
And plus, right again, like he was sent to these planets with people that weren't as strong or technically advanced as they were, so it was a little easier for them to knock him off. But still, does that 7 year like gap? Does it help Vegeta in this sense? I
would think so, because then you got to think about it too, like when they would fight, you know, Vegeta always had the upper hand.
Vegeta fights okay, so here's the thing. I've been reading all those mangas that I bought, and it's all the new series with Moro and Cereal and Oatmeal, whatever the fuck the guy's name is. Granola, yeah. And like, that's one of his friends.
I know.
Oatmeal
it's just funny to hear.
Planet Cereal, you know?
You're just
I'm just throwing out food items. I know. Yeah. I mean, that's just their fun.
Their thing, just throwing shit at food.
But I'm reading, and the thing is like in the mangas, it's really, really cool because you get a different perspective from what we see in the U.S. and also what you see differently in the anime in Japan, because some things do change. Whoever writes the manga, it's not always a person doing the anime.
It's just like how whenever Vegeta uses Scouter to detect Goku's power,
right?
It was 8,000, not 9,000.
Oh, for real?
It's 8,000 in the manga, and then it's 9,000 on the show.
That's amazing. Fantastic. Just change everything. So that's why I watch everything in Japanese, because it's as raw as it can be. It's as close to the story as
it's made in Japanese.
Right,
it's not made in English.
In English, yeah.
That's why they like.
And also like the funny, quirky, dumb little jokes that they make in Japan. It's relevant to that Japanese culture. Not as relevant in the English culture, so I'm sure they changed some things to make it more relevant. But still, I digress. Going back to the mangas I've been reading recently, and they're the new ones, right? This is like I'm getting up to the point where like Goku at this point has mastered Ultra Instinct. He can turn it on like that, like he can Super Saiyan. And when he's training with Whis, he still looks like a silly person. You know, he's still. But the thing is like Vegeta's battle mentality. Now, he does get over cocky.
Well, this is also the thing, too.
But he fights so different.
Well, yeah, it's because like the way he grew up was just pure, straight up kill. You know, don't think.
I'm not playing games with
exactly.
you. I'm going right to the.
And that's why he says most of the time he's like, you know, I don't have a soft spot like Kakarot does.
Right.
So Kakarot is soft-hearted, you know, because he was raised by Gohan or Grandpa Gohan.
Right.
So he has that soft heart. To where, you know,
like that gentle nature.
Yeah, like so if he doesn't have to kill you, he's not gonna.
Right.
But Vegeta doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Vegeta will like
even as Vegeta progresses in the series, Vegeta has a little bit more remorse for like the Namekians when he goes back to help them out later down the road.
Yeah.
Because he realizes like he's really smart. Like I have so much respect for Vegeta's character, more so now because of reading the mangas and really getting to see a little bit more of like the heart behind Vegeta. And that makes me also like when we see Goku and Vegeta fight, their styles are vastly different and they think differently. Like in Tournament of Power, there's so many times where Goku wants to do something a certain way and Vegeta's just like, why are you wasting your time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's almost like Goku wants to go for the fake and then the hit, and Vegeta's like, just go for the damn hit.
Yeah.
Right? And so I agree with you, going back to the scenario, it's gonna be Vegeta and Goku. Now here's the thing that I love about this. There's no power-ups.
Yeah, so they can't
there's no power scale difference. And Vegeta, we've heard so many times, animes or people out there, like, if Vegeta, like, who's got more power? What transformation? It's almost like Goku's got just an edge. Well, that edge is gone. Now it's straight combat. Hand to hand. Or foot to foot. Whatever. So, I honestly love Goku.
Yeah.
But I think Vegeta wins the fight because he is smarter than Goku.
Yeah, like the more I think about it, yeah. Because like it's like you said, but then again, you know, Vegeta thinks too much. It's like we said, you know, he puts too much into it, too much thought into it. Like, oh, you know, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this.
And Goku doesn't think enough.
But Goku's an idiot, so it's like he doesn't think enough.
So this is the thing, right? Agreed.
But then again, I do agree with you that Vegeta is way smarter, especially when it comes to combat.
And the thing about like any movie that you ever watch that's about like war, right, or generals, or even if you go and read history books about the greatest generals that have ever gone through and conquered land over people, they don't have remorse. They cannot. They're operating in a place of kill or be killed. That's how Vegeta operates always. Goku does not operate that way. That we've said before. Goku operates in a place where this is a test. It's fun, and he doesn't ever think of. He's overconfident in his abilities or his power up.
Yeah.
And I think even if his powers got taken away, that's a part of who he is. It's a part of his DNA.
Pride.
It's his pride. That's his pride.
Yeah, it's him.
And that would be, I've got an ace up my sleeve. That's how Goku fights. I've got this ace up my sleeve. I'm going to show you 80% of my power, or 90%. But that 10th%, I'm going to fuck you up with that.
Because he goes like at levels,
right?
You know,
he wants to see like
where it stands. Vegeta just goes all out immediately and fucks everybody up. So,
or gets
his ass owned, but which is majority of the time. Not gonna lie.
So did you read any of the mangas in the Moro story, or you know about the Moro story?
I know about the Moro story, but I didn't read any of the mangas.
Okay, I got home after work. I was stupid tired. My body ached. Like, I was just tired. And I was like, you know what? I want to watch some Dragon Ball, but I want to watch some of the new stuff. It's not available yet. So I have 7 series. Like, all these mangas for the Moro, the Granola, and then now getting into the new arc. I bought manga number 17. So I reached over, started reading. Dude, I spent 3 hours reading these mangas.
Jesus.
I didn't realize it. I was so engulfed
you're
in the
into
story.
It,
yeah, I'm like into it again, right? I'm never not into it, but now I'm more current, up to date with what's happening. So what's really cool is towards the end of, in the middle of the Moro arc. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in, listening to this week's podcast episode. Kidrick and I definitely love and appreciate every single one of you. Just want to take a moment real quick to let you know there are some spoilers about to be dropping in the Moro arc. If you don't want to hear about it, just skip forward to that 20-minute mark. See you on the other side. Let's go. Goku goes to train with this character named Miras. And Miras is Whis' younger brother. Yeah. And Miras is actually an angel. Yeah. But he's disguised as Time Patroller. Or whatever it is, right? Okay.
Not Time Patroller.
Space Cadet or
whatever
the hell they're called. Right.
Whatever Jocko is.
Yeah. Space
Galaxy
guy.
Patrol. Yeah. Galaxy, whatever. It's
gonna piss us off. I know. Yes. But yeah, it's that. Okay. So, and what's interesting is like, when you're reading the manga, you read at your own speed, you read at your own pace, and you really get more time for me to like go back and look re-look at stuff.
Yeah.
So Goku, ever since the beginning, ever since he first met Mirrors, it was like had some weird thought about him. He's like, dude, he's so quick. How the hell? And so at some point, he like asked Mirrors to do a quick training, like not training, just to test his
like a spar.
Yeah, sparring. And Mirrors is like, sure, yeah, no problem. And Goku goes all the way Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and he can't touch the guy. And he goes, I understand what you are now. He's like, would you train me? Mirrors goes, sure, let's go. And they take him to like a hyperbolical time chamber that's not in, like when you're inside of it, it has no relevance to the world that you're in.
Yeah.
It doesn't just take you into time and space, it takes you off world, some other universe. So whatever.
It's like where Goku and Vegeta trained before they fought Frieza.
Right. Yeah, exactly. In Whis' world.
Yeah, Whis'.
Right. So the whole point is that he's getting trained, and Goku's like, I want to master Ultra Instinct. So here's what's awesome. The same time Goku goes to do that, Vegeta goes to Yardrat.
Oh yeah, because he starts to learn how to clear his mind, right?
Yeah, so part of that. So, but this is why, like, I have such a different respect for Vegeta, and it's from just reading this manga right now. It's the way Vegeta thinks. Vegeta's like, I want to go to Yardrat to learn about this special ability. Now, Moro's character, what makes him powerful is he absorbs energy. So the stronger you are, it's actually better for him, because then he'll just absorb your energy and he'll get stronger, right? And then he has magic that he uses and stuff like that. But essentially what makes him so hard to beat is if you're a being that produces a key energy, he can just absorb it. He doesn't even have to touch you. You can fly at him, he'll just absorb your energy. Now it's his and you don't have any energy.
Yeah.
So artificial life like androids are the only thing that could actually fight him in a way where he can't do anything to him. But none of the androids are strong enough to affect him, so it doesn't matter. So Vegeta, knowing this, Yardratians or whatever they're called, they're like, oh, you're Vegeta, we know about you. Yeah, Goku was here years ago and we taught him blah 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 whatever. Vegeta goes, yeah, that's great, I don't care about that, but I am interested in learning about this. And the thing is that 7 years or 8 years where Vegeta was running around galaxies and destroying worlds, he's very knowledgeable of all these different people and what they do.
Yeah, like he knows where everything's at.
He's very associated with, exactly, these other worlds and these people. And so Vegeta's thought, so what Vegeta learned, he did learn instant transmission.
Yeah, I know
just
that.
because he had to get back to Earth, because Moro was there fucking shit up. But the reason he went to Yardrat wasn't to learn instant transmission. It was to learn it's called, basically what it is it reverses a fusion. So when he accesses that a skill or power or ability or transformation, whatever it is, whenever he's punching and hitting his opponent, whatever has been absorbed by that person defuses. Right?
Oh, okay.
And so he learned that trick because in his mind, I don't need to be able to use instant transmission so you can't see me. I don't need to be able to go faster where you can't absorb my energy. I need to take the energy that you have away from you.
Yeah. And
I need to learn an ability to be able to do that, and that's what we learned on Yardrat. And I share all this information because, number one, I have no idea if the fucking anime is going to even show you. It will show you something.
Comes out this year.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Spoilers, by the way.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
This is all spoilers.
Oh shit, yeah. We'll put that anime. We'll put spoiler alert here.
On the
yeah. Definitely, big time. I was like, damn, I forgot about that. Most people don't read the mangas for sure. I know I never did until they were available.
I did, but when I had time. Now I'm just too busy to fucking do anything anymore.
So, anyways, I share that spoiler because it gave me a different perspective about Vegeta. And when I was thinking about the scenario about, okay, you got Vegeta, you've got Goku, Broly's going to get knocked out sooner or later. He's not going to be able to keep up. Also, the stamina that Vegeta and Goku have, again, like their ability to power up, transform, or use any ki blast may be gone, but
this is all like human aspects. So you like they're high maintenance, or not high maintenance, but like highly trained. Stamina. Oh my god, stamina. Jesus Christ. Stamina.
Yeah. It sounds weird now.
Whatever. That word.
No, my respect for Vegeta and the way he thinks. Like, dude, bro. Okay. So backtrack to Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
In the anime, the way Tournament of Power ends is how Goku, Frieza, and Android 17 face off against Jiren. Goku volleys Frieza. Right, he hits Jiren, they go down, Goku comes in and is transferring from Super Saiyan to non-Super Saiyan down. They grab, they super explosion, and that's how they win.
Yeah.
In the manga, what's going on, party people? So, I need to make a quick edit here to correct something that I said in the podcast. I mentioned that there's a difference between the manga and the anime and the Tournament of Power, between the way it ends in the anime and the way it ends in the manga. One of the biggest things that I made a comment on was that Vegeta never left the field. He does leave the field in the manga, but it's right at the very end of the Tournament of Power. So originally I said that Vegeta never leaves the field, and the manga is completely different. It's not completely different. There are a lot of differences, and it really does make a difference to me as a viewer. But what I want to do is take a minute and really correct what I was saying. Because I was sitting in the car and I had read so many other mangas after that Tournament of Power, and I got some information backwards, and I don't want to be over here talking and putting things or sharing things that are not true. So here's what happens in the Tournament of Power. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put up on the screen so you can see what it looks like in the manga. I'll put the pictures of what happens in the manga. So what ends up happening is Goku is in Ultra Instinct mastered, and he's fighting Jiren, and they're messing each other up, right? They're actually fighting each other, and it's pretty badass. But ultimately what ends up happening is because Goku cannot contain Ultra Instinct, he did get the mastered form, but ultimately he can't contain it because he doesn't know how to, right? He doesn't actually have the stamina or the power or whatever to be able to hang on and get the job done. So Jiren ends up hitting him with like a heavy ass blow, knocks him all the way back, and Goku's like knocked out. He's flying off the stage. Vegeta ends up leaping in front of Goku to catch him from behind, lands on the stage, slides all the way to the edge. So if it wasn't for like Vegeta being there to catch Goku, then Goku would have fallen off, and then most likely Jiren would have won. So Vegeta and Goku go at him with everything they've got. And because Goku and Vegeta are using teamwork to work together, it's really knocking Jiren back. And you do see this in the anime, but it's way before the end. At this point, there's only like 2 minutes left until the Tournament of Power is over. So Goku and Vegeta are fighting, hand to hand, or they're fighting Jiren together. And because their powers together combined, like Whis teaches, like they're almost unstoppable, and they're starting to push Jiren back. But then Jiren starts to remember what he's fighting for. He remembers his why. He gets powered up, super powered up, and Goku and Vegeta are like, okay, we've got one more attempt. So what they decide to do is they do an all-out ki blast. Goku does a Kamehameha, and Vegeta does Final Flash. They combine the blast together, and it's this massive, huge power wave. It comes right at Jiren's face. Jiren, jumps basically through the blast. He walks through the blast. It has no effect on him. And as the dust settles and the explosion settles and calms down, Jiren is standing there right in front of Goku and Vegeta, and Jiren blasts Vegeta right off the stage. So Vegeta's falling off the stage. Goku and Jiren are going head to head. Real quick interaction. Next thing you know, here comes Frieza up in his form. I think it's Golden Frieza. I'm not quite sure, or it might just be regular Frieza. It's hard to tell because it's black and white. But he comes in with his death ball, the same beam that destroyed Planet Namek. He comes throwing that down, and it hits Jiren, but at the same time, Goku jumps on Jiren's back to sacrifice himself, and so Frieza launches the death ball, and it hits Jiren, and Jiren is holding and pushing it back, and eventually he like leaves his feet. Goku has his feet on the ground. They're basically in a position where they're doing a backflip essentially, and Jiren launches the blast up, and next thing you know is as soon as, because Jiren's so focused on the blast and trying to get rid of it, Frieza starts rushing him, flying straight towards him, and ends up headbutting Jiren right in the gut, and it knocks him, Jiren, and Goku off the stage. And that's literally, it happens within like moments of each other. Vegeta gets blown off the stage, and then right after that, Frieza throws his beam, and because he uses the beam almost as a distraction, because he realizes, well, Jiren's not going to stop this, so he flies in right after it, and Jiren doesn't have time to make any decision about what to do. As soon as he gets, like, pushes the beam off, Frieza hits him in the gut, him, Goku, and Frieza fall off the stage, and then the very next thing that you see is number 17, Android 17, come in, like, picking up a rock, because he was, like, laying under a stone or whatever to hide, comes up the rock, and boom, that's the end of the Tournament of Power. I wanted to make this little insert because I definitely had some things to say about the manga, and I was really hyped up, but I didn't have the correct or accurate information, so I just wanted to add this in here for you guys, so that way we have the accurate information. Alright.
This went way off track in our scenario.
I know, but I'm just like, it's part of it, kind of, because this is where my mindset, this is where my philosophy of why Vegeta's gonna beat
just
Goku.
To clear it up, yeah, I think in the end, like, after all, like, they're obviously gonna team up, beat Broly,
yes,
get his ass out of the way, and then between Goku and Vegeta totally has it.
For sure. But, I mean, it's not going to be an easy fight. Like, they're going to...
I mean, it's going to last forever.
I think it'll look something like what in the superhero movie.
Yeah.
Where Vegeta's, like, last punch and Goku's
like,
falling to the ground.
Dying from being tired.
Yeah. So, it did kind of go a little bit off topic, but...
But you got to think about, too, like, the crazy part is that throughout that whole movie, like, as Gohan and everybody were fighting, and,
yeah,
you know, before that...
Gamma 1 and 2 and all that.
Before all that, Goku and Vegeta were fighting throughout that entire movie.
Yeah, so that's how like, long they were. That's their stamina.
Yeah, exactly. And that was like days. Like that was like continuous days going.
Yeah.
And they were still fighting throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, bro. And what I love about the end of that movie, bro, is Broly is like holding on to beers and they're crying. Isn't that what's happening? Like
no,
Broly
it's Broly and the
chick.
No, the dude, the orange dude with the beanie.
The chef. They're like, oh.
Yeah, they're crying.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I definitely. I definitely. I mean, I love Goku. I've always been a Goku fan. I always will be a Goku fan. But at the end of the day, when I was talking about like the war and like these generals, you can't have a soft spot, because as soon as someone else realizes you have a soft spot, you're exploited. It's like every movie. Right, the bad guy gets the girl of the good guy.
Well, it's like not only movies either. It's also other animes. Like other animes do that crap too. As soon as they find out you're soft,
yeah,
they take advantage of it.
Yeah, 100%. And Goku's now, granted, what Goku's soft for, if you fuck with those people, he just gets more pissed off and power up. But in this scenario,
he won't
there's
kill.
no power up.
Like he won't.
There's nothing.
He will not kill.
Yeah,
it's like against
like Vegeta won't bat an eye at killing Goku.
It's like whenever they fought Goku Black. You know, they told Goku that, you know, they killed his family, his wife, and blah, blah, blah. He powered up, beat their ass for a few minutes, and then he got his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
And it's like when Vegeta, because of his Saiyan pride, you know, getting mad because Goku Black stole a Saiyan body that wasn't his.
Right.
Vegeta was out for blood. Like, you saw how many times he kicked his head into the freaking floor.
Yeah, it's cool.
And, like, destroyed him. I mean, yeah, he got his ass handed to him afterwards, but it's like, you can tell the difference between, you know, not being soft and like, oh, you know, have remorse.
Yeah.
To, you know, being bloodthirsty and just out for the kill.
Yeah. Facts. Vegeta's willingness to do what needs to be done with zero hesitation is why he'll win.
Yeah.
Goku will hesitate. Goku will be like, all right, you know, like whatever. Vegeta won't. And that is I honestly believe there's such a difference. And that is like making the hard decision or making the easy decision. For Goku, it would be a hard decision. For Vegeta, it's an easy decision. He's not thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And I hope you all enjoyed everything that we talked about today. And if you haven't already, please hit that bell so that way you're notified when we upload a video. Please don't forget to subscribe. It's free, so why not? and hit that like button because it helps us out a lot. So
yeah, definitely. And share like the best. If you had fun, if you liked it, you enjoyed it, and you felt like you were just hanging out with some friends, the best way to keep this party rolling is to share the video.
Yeah, share it to your friends, grandma, mom, whoever. Share it to everybody, and help us out, because we have a lot of fun doing this, and we like talking about weird stuff and crazy things. And yeah, just keep listening.
Keep the good times rolling. We love you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see you, or you'll hear from us next time.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.